And just like that, we are back. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBit Solutions. And yes, to all of our LPP traders, I will be going live tomorrow right at market open. So again, if you want to tune on in, second link in the description down below to tune on into that live session, and we will hook you up with a nice little discount. With that being said, the big news today that's causing the NASDAQ market to push up 1.68% and pushing up even higher is that Trump is saying that the deal with the Islamic Republic of Iran is now complete. Congratulations to all. I want to remind you that he stated that today, June 14th, we will have a signed deal with Iran. This deal is not signed. It is agreed upon. It's the most progress we have seen from both sides. No question about it. But it is not signed. One very big difference, right? This is supposed to be signed, according to sources, on June 19th. That means this Friday in Switzerland. Now, again, can we go the entire week without attacking one another? And when I ask that question, I really mean, can Israel go the entire week without attacking one another? We will see, right? This is the closest we have ever been. We were really close, I think 1 or 2 weeks ago, and then Israel came on in and attacked. It was a very different story. So again, fingers crossed, hopefully this can all be done and we don't have to worry about this back and forth of deal, no deal when it comes down to what's going on in the Middle East and just manipulating the market as we've seen Trump has done for the past 9 weeks. Now, what does this deal consist of? Again, feel free to look it up yourself. This is the part that I find to just be, again, I'm all about the peace deal. Let's just get it over with. I'm all for that, right? Obviously, I just want US to be out of there. Iran deal details. War ends on all fronts. U.S. blockade lifted. U.S. troops withdraw. Hormuz opens up. Those all sound good. Sanctions suspended. $300 billion in Iran reconstruction plan. $24 billion Iran asset freed, half up front. 60-day nuclear talks. Missiles and resistance group off agenda. So again, the big wins is, war ends at all fronts, which would be a huge win. U.S. troops withdraw. I would love that. I'm sure we all would, right? Hormuz opens up. That would really help out the oil crisis that's going on right now. So you're telling me that we spent $70 to $80 billion in attacking Iran of tax-paying dollars. No one wanted it, but we did it. Now we're going to offer $300 billion in a reconstruction plan? That's not a win. How is that a win? And then the big thing is the whole reason was we couldn't let them be because they were at the verge of having a nuclear weapon. Now there's 60-day nuclear talks. You guys let me know down in the comment section what you think. From what I've seen, this is the part that's really bothering a lot of Americans because it's our tax-paying dollars. And this is the same thing over and over again. Trump campaigned on no wars, right? Trump campaigned on no more mismanagement of tax-paying dollars and of our funds, right, that we pay to our government. Come on. It's the same bullshit over and over again. No one wanted this. Now you're saying we're going to spend $300 billion in Iran reconstruction plan? What about all these tariffs that you said that were making us billions, trillions, right? What was it that you collected? 170, 200 billion? Now you have to give all of it back? We're spending more of that just in this reconstruction plan. How is that a win? How is that a win for America? Now, again, the market doesn't care about that. The market just cares that this is over, less uncertainty. Markets are propping up. But again, I wanted to provide you some of the details that we know so far. You guys let me know down in the comments section what you think. I also want to remind you that, again, it's really important to, we can have our opinions. Obviously, I'm not a fan of paying $300 billion of our tax-paying dollars to a war that we started and now we have to pay in a reconstruction plan. That just seems like absolute bullshit. How is that a win? And I could only imagine, it's going to be a win for us. Okay, cool. That's what everyone's going to phrase it as. How is that a win? That is worse than what Obama did back in 2008. Let's be honest. You cannot call bullshit on one side and not bullshit on the other. It's absolute BS. With that being said, what do the markets care about? No more war, no more uncertainty, and hopefully we can just throw this under the rug and continue to really focus on what's driving the market, and that's, can we make it back to our 2% mandate for the inflation rate? how's the labor market doing, and what's going on with bond yields. Also this week on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, there's an FOMC rate decision that I do plan to live stream for free on this YouTube channel. So just another reason to subscribe. Again, I just wanted to do my part in keeping you guys up to date. Overnight hours are officially open. NASDAQ market is up 1.7%, and it's not just NASDAQ. You have big tech, right, up 3.5%. Tesla is up 1%. I wanted to pull it up very quickly. How's SpaceX doing? SpaceX with its, nope, that's not it. Wait, yeah, it is. Yeah. Here it is. SpaceX trading up 4.5% at 168. We'll see again if the rally can continue. That's a really big focus this week. Or are people going to begin to take profits as soon as they are allowed to? Not this week, but again, as soon as they're allowed to, is that going to be the time and the place that SpaceX begins to sell off, or when these ETFs begin to pour into SpaceX, will that prop SpaceX even higher? Something that we can definitely talk more about in tomorrow's live trading session. I hope to see you there. If you want to tune on in, second link in the description down below. I really appreciate you guys' time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.